welcome to another workout video. This is Brock Ashby here, and today we are training in the Team Brock Ashby Body Quarters, which is my gym here in Sydney, and we're going to be going through a leg workout. We're going to be hitting Romanian deadlifts, seated leg curls, 45-degree leg press, and then grabbing these guys, maybe more so these guys, these dumbbells, and doing some lunges, and then finishing off with some abs. I've had my coffee, so I'm peaking. Caffeine-wise, I'm ready to go. Performance enhancement supplements engaged. Now it's time to start warming up, doing our warm-up sets for the Romanian deadlift. Let's get into it. The tempo that we're doing here is 2 seconds down, 1 second pause at the bottom to get that deep stretch for the hamstring and glutes, and then 1 second up. So we're going to warm up with that same intent. Every rep should always look the same. So what we're going to do is warm up on the bar, then we're going to go up to 70, then we're going to do 100, then we're probably going to start our first working set at 110 kilos. Let's get into it. I've just put on my weight belt because my lower back feels a bit funny from jiu-jitsu last night. Was rolling pretty hard, so it's just gonna help me out a bit here. Now we're going to do our second warm-up set of 100 kilos. I don't know if you can see this, but this is why we don't wear white wife beaters, man. Look, can you see that? I don't know. Dirty already, mate. It's not like I needed any more laundry. I've already got jiu-jitsu, mate. Now we're moving up to our first working set, which is going to be 120 kilos for 6 reps. Superset with the seated leg curl over here. All right, here we go. One, two, one, two. If you see my grip, we're going over and under. This way, if the barbell's falling out of this hand and it's going that way, it's going to fall into this hand. So both of these hands are falling into each other, so it's easier to hold the barbell. Here we go. This is set 3. I'm keeping the weight the same. So the goal for progressive overload in terms of this program is adding weight every single week. So in this one, this is the first week of a new mesocycle or a new 4-week block. I'm doing 3 reps in reserve. So 3 reps left in the gas tank at the end of the rep. So I'm not training hard. I'm still training hard, but not hard all the way close to failure. And then next week, I'll probably do 125, and then the next week 130, then hopefully 135 on the last week, something like that. The way that I like to do it is look forward to the final weight that I want to lift, and I think that's going to be around failure, and then almost work my way back. It's not a perfect formula, but it does set myself up to actually look at a program like a trajectory, like a 4-week plan, as opposed to just looking at a workout like I just want to train as hard as possible here. Because if you just train as hard as possible in every single workout, you kind of lose the vision of the overall game plan. Just like if you were if you were playing chess and you were just looking at the pieces right in front of you and just trying to get all the pawns, then the other guys are going to come and beat you. You want to make sure that you're thinking of training as a long-term plan and what do you want to achieve in the 4 weeks. And then in that program, how does that program fit into the other programs that are coming up? Now, you may not be a coach looking at programming this way, but this is how I look at programming. And if you're not looking forward, then you're just kind of training for training's sake. But I like to be a bit more intelligent about it. Let me give you a tip for setting up the seated leg curl. We want to jam our legs in as tight as possible, because when we do that, it's going to increase our stability. The more stable we are, the stronger we're able to be. And then you want to get that as high as you can so you get the most range of motion out of every rep. And then when you're locked in, your feet are high, preferably very close to straight. We want to grab our seat or the handles and pull ourselves down. And that's going to keep us nice and stable once again. This is the standard leg press setup. So this is an Armatech leg press. It swaps out to be a hack squat as well, which is why those handles are up there. But if I leave the leg press like this, when I bring my legs down, it hits the bottom and it stops. It limits my range of motion. So let me show you how I make this leg press even better with the setup. I get this step, this Reebok step that I use for split squats and other things around the gym, and I put it here, push it in. So this ultimately pushes me forward. And then because I'm forward and I bring my legs lower, it increases the range of motion. And then I just put this Lululemon mat over top to make it soft, because I've done it without it. These little balls feel like hell entering your back. So we go like this. Boom. And that's how you make the leg press even better. Let's do our first set. Heels low, so we get a nice deep range of motion. And we have these, then the leg presses, and then we superset that with dumbbell reverse lunges, 8 each side. And I'm gonna start with 22.5s. So it's gonna be 16 total. With lunges, 3 reps in reserve. It's not just gonna be 3 reps left in the tank. That's 3 reps left per leg. So 6 reps left in the tank. So it's quite hard to gauge because it's a wee ways away. But if I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, was that 3 reps in reserve? I think I could have gone harder. Even though it sounds like I'm dead and I can't breathe, I can do 25s next round. Gonna go for 8 reps, heels nice and low to get some solid range of motion. Ask the grass, as they say. Something to keep in mind when you're training. Supersets don't have to be done back to back. If I was to do my reverse lunges now, I would not be able to do as much weight. I'm out of breath. My legs are still recovering. So I need at least 60 to 90 seconds, even 2 minutes in between these exercises. However, they still classify as a superset. Supersets don't need to be done back to back. There's a thinking that superset is do bench press into push-ups, do squats into leg extension, and you go straight away. That's a type of superset, but you can have rest in between supersets, and often they're my favorite because the second exercise isn't negatively impacted in terms of the weight that you can lift because of the first exercise. You do your first exercise and you feel good. You go hard and then you take a breather, 60 to 90 seconds. And then you go on your next one, take another breather, 60 to 90 seconds. That means both of the exercises get the same amount of love within your workout. Now I'm going to finish the workout with my abs, and I'll probably just film the last set of abs because I have to be pretty quick. I've got jiu-jitsu pretty much right now that I have to leave for. I'll do my sets just really quick. But I'm going to be doing the hanging gar hammer raise, one of my favorites. It's like a hanging knee raise, but you start with your knees at 90 degrees and just curl up from there. You'll see what I'm talking about when I'm doing it. This is great for eliminating hip flexor movement, being involved in the exercise, because we just want to use our abs when we're doing an ab exercise, right? What's the point in getting our hip flexors involved? Yes, they're an important muscle, but when we're doing direct ab work for ab building and ab hypertrophy, we just want to hit the abs. So I'll show you the hanging gar hammer raise. And that's my lower body and ab workout. We hit Romanian deadlift, hamstring and glutes. Seated leg curl, more hamstrings. We did the 45-degree leg press with the heels low to get some quads and some glutes and some adductors. And then we did some Reverse lunges, get the glutes in a nice deep stretch. And then we finish off the abs with hanging guy hammer raise. If you are interested in training like this, getting in some good workouts, good high quality workouts, then you can check out my coaching, links in the description. But let's finish this YouTube video off with a joke. What did the dog say to the fridge?